for deeper analysis, we are joined by security analyst Mr. Zahir Shah Sherazi, live from Peshawar. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Sherazi. So, General Sami Sadat says Taliban official was targeted over alleged abuses against Afghani youth. So, how credible are these allegations?
Well, I think these are not allegations anymore. These are the concrete evidences and the autocratic rule of Taliban, which has terrified the entire population. And not only in the eastern provinces where mostly the Pashtuns are living, but in the northern belt where majority of non-Pashtuns like Uzbeks, Hazara, Tajiks, and Pamiris, even the Heratis are living. So I think they feel threatened under the tyrant rule. And not only these incidents in Kandahar, I think a number of other incidents took place in the central Afghanistan's province of Takhar, where at least 7 people were killed earlier this week when the armed Taliban fighters tried to body search Afghan women. And after that, there was a revolt and a kind of a protest demonstration against what they described, according to the Taliban Sharia, it was un-Islamic that the men should be body searching the women. So now the statement by Sami Sadat, I think it's a kind of a message that the masses have started joining the armed struggle. So that is very dangerous. And Kandahar, which is the headquarters of Afghan Taliban regime, rather it was the birthplace of the Afghan Taliban movement in 2000 earlier. So I think Sami Sadat revolt and urging the Pashtun population to take up arms. He has also called upon almost all the resistance forces which are fighting the Afghan Taliban regime's tyrant rule. So that would be a very serious issue if all these groups get united and they dislodge Taliban from Kandahar. That would be a tactical defeat and a symbolic disaster for the Kabul Taliban regime.
And so what does this attack tell us about the growing resistance to Taliban rule in Kandahar?
Well, this resistance have started converting into an armed rebellion. Earlier, the people were criticizing, they were castigating, accused Orthodox tyrant religious scholars who have totally captured Mullah Haibatullah and his regime. So I think this is very dangerous. Now, the One Freedom Front, which was asking for a political solution and inclusive government, they are taking up armed. Yasin Zia, General Yasin Zia, he is also one of the military commanders of the former Afghan forces. He is also now adamant on to go, with arms. That is dangerous. We have a statement from Muhakkik as well as from Ahmad Masood, the son of former jihadi commander. So the actual situation is there are political forces inside Afghanistan. There are former jihadi leaders in Afghanistan, but they are not being taken on board as far as the administration of Afghan Taliban regime is concerned. They are just being run by a group of people who have rather taken hostage Mullah Haibatullah. We have also heard that there was a constant messages from Sirajuddin Haqqani, one of the most powerful armed group in the Afghan Taliban regime, that by tyrant and coercive policies, it's not possible to control the entire Afghanistan. So it would be more easy if we give some concessions, we go for some kind of change in the policy, but that is not coming. As far as your question is concerned, I think the things have gone dangerous now for the Taliban regime.
And could such attacks, do you think, trigger further repression and retaliation against Afghan civilians?
Well, I think retaliation apart, I think if such attacks like Sami Sadat, General Yasin Zia, even in the central provinces, the key Taliban commanders who have deserted, Juma Khan Fateh, so he is also in front. Qayyum Malang, he is also another key fighter who can be very dangerous for the Afghan Taliban regime. As far as these attacks increases, I think it will be giving courage to the general Afghan people who feel that more than 70% of the population, it is under a kind of a captivity. 50% of the women, they are caged. They could not come out. They could not go to schools. They cannot have jobs. They cannot move out without their male members. So now half of the population, women, they are inside their houses. Then the northern side, which comprises mostly of the non-Pashtuns, and they are non-Kandari Pashtuns, and that is the northern area. So those people don't have any say in the government affairs. So that is dangerous. So it means that as long as this turmoil is going on, conflict is going on, things are getting dangerous not only for the Afghan Taliban regime but also for the region. There is a threat of potential, civil war in Afghanistan again if such things continue on.
Many thanks, Mr. Shah, for your time.